सुधागड एज्युकेशन सोसायटीचे पूर्व प्राथमिक, प्राथमिक, माध्यमिक व उच्च माध्यमिक विद्यालय कळंबोली मराठी, हिंदी, इंग्रजी, उर्दू माध्यम यांच्या सौजन्याने शैक्षणिक व्हिडिओमध्ये आपलं सर्वांचं स्वागत आहे.
This is Vag Purnima from SS English Medium School Kalamboli. So today we are going to study about Science Part 2. Same continue as a chapter number 1. The name of heredity and evolution. Okay, see. The new topic is evidence of evolution. So last lecture I already explained about evolution. But this topic I again explain with the help of diagram. So let's see and observe this process of here. So first I explain hereditary. It means transfer of characteristics. Which characteristics? Biological. Okay. From one generation to another. Via gene here. Okay. So here gene is a main and basic function unit of hereditary. Heredity. Okay, so this is the process of heredity. This topic I already explained in last lecture, but with the help of heredity we are taking as a new topic, the name of evolution. So how to form of evolution with the help of this, so I explain with the help of diagram. So in this topic, first how to form of the organisms with the first step to form of the elements. Okay, first form is element, after that then form of compounds. Which compounds? The name of organic and inorganic compounds. Then after that, then form of this inorganic, organic to simple to complex form of here. Simple and complex. And after that, the main first primitive step is a cell. So this is the main part of living organism because it's a main starting basic function unit of living thing. So cell. Now, in that of cells, first I explain how to form of the main organism starting part of here. So this is a cell, and in which presence of nucleus. Okay, nucleus is a main basic part in that of topic here because with the help of nucleus, with the help of two nucleic acids, the name of DNA and RNA, then to form of living organisms to form of new protein molecules here. And these protein molecules shown by the changes, and this changes is a evolution here. So that's why first I explain here evolution, it's a gradual change. But how to occurring this gradual change here? With the help of first to form of elements, then compound, then simple, complex, and after that the main primitive type of cell here. But in that of cells, main part of nucleus because it's a main control the whole activities of a cell here. So inside the nucleus, I again draw the special structure of nucleus here. This is a nucleus. In that present of DNA. Okay. In which nucleus present of DNA, and here the presence of RNA. DNA presence inside of a nucleus. This structure I will draw here. Okay. First, in that of here, to form of mRNA. With the help of DNA to form of mRNA, and with the help of mRNA to form of proteins. And this protein is very important because with the help of this protein, some changes and functions required in our body, and this changes to form of evolution. So this is the main part of evolution here. So that's why first explain heredity and evolution. Now next one, some scientists given the many importance about that of here evidence of evolution. Evidence means proof. Evolution is a everlasting process of changes. So how to occur changes? With the help of this process here. Okay. Now in that first protein molecules, how to form a protein molecules, because this process called as a transcription, translation, translocation, mutation. This process we have already studied in last lecture. But with the help of proteins to occur changes in living organisms, and this changes shown by in that of topic here. So first one is evidence of evolution, same as is evolution is a everlasting process to continue as a, and they are given the proof about how to form of living organisms, new form of here. So changes, however, it needs to prove it. And following are the various proofs available in support of the theories of mentioned above. And see these pictures also. The first picture is human, second one is the dog, third one is bird, and the well. Now here, the first proof given by the morphological evidence here. So morphological means it's the external study of organisms. Okay. Now in which, first observe these pictures. First three pictures given are the animals of here, and second three the pictures are given the plants, leaves, variations of here. Okay. Now the various similarities like structure of mouth, positions of eyes, structure of nostrils, and ear pinna. Ear pinna means external ear. Okay. External form of ear. Okay. And thickly as distributed hairs on body are the seen in animals, whereas the similarities, main part of here similarities, because these similarities especially we are copied from our ancestors. So here first three pictures, their eyes, then the ear structure, then nostrils, mouth and nose structure, this same in all of the animals here. Second, like the plants, okay, the leaf in that of the plants, the leaf shape, leaf variations, leaf petal means stick parts. This is a stick part, okay, sticky part present in a especially form of a leaf, okay, and occurs in case of plants, and this indicates that there are the some similarities, means same similarities form in plants also. Previous topic, especially as animals form, there also follow the similarities from the ancestor. Next topic is a plant, there also follow the similarities from the ancestor. So here the main means external changes special to required from the adopted this process from the ancestors. Second proof is anatomical evidence. Okay, anatomical means internal study of organisms. So here first look at this, first of these pictures here. Now in which first picture is human. Okay, human's hand picture. Okay, if you carefully observe the pictures, there doesn't seem any superficial similarity between human's hand. First is human hand, second is cat foreleg, flippers of whales, okay, and the appendation of bat. Okay, these are pictures, and in which the similarly use of these structures, means in which the internal form of study of these organisms. So here use of the each of the those structures is different in respective animals. They form look-wise as a different, but internally same, followed by their jointness, boneness. Here, the same as. So first one and third one picture, when we observe, that time they both are the looking like the same of here, and second and fourth one same of here. So in which they are given importance of here. However, there is similarity in structure of bones, means this shape of bones, this shape of bones is similar, and the bony joints in organs of each of these animals, and these joints form also theirs here is also same, and this similarity is indicates that those animals many have common ancestor, means these animals also form the process of the carried out and copied from this process from the ancestors of here. Next proof is vestigial organs. Vestigial means is a especially of radicules here, degenerated, it's a fail of the part. Okay, so degenerated and or the underdeveloped, not as a properly as a developed form of here. And useless organs, main part of useless, some useless organs present in our body, and here they given the structures also, and this one main of the organs appendix, and these words is very important for you filling the blanks also, because they are asking for the many time. Okay, so here the degenerated or underdeveloped useless organ of organisms are called as a vestigial organ. This is a definition of vestigial organs here, and but these organs sometimes is useful in humans as sometimes useful in animals, means not exactly properly used in all of organisms here. And this I draw the structure of here first. See, this is the intestine. This is a large intestine. Okay, and this is a small intestine. Okay, so here some parts are to form of here. Okay, and this is a main appendix. So this appendix specially connect with the remnants, means large intestine form of here, and they are especially useful in many in organisms also, sometimes the animals form of here. Okay, next one is ear muscles. This muscle is specially useful for the monkeys, because our journey start from monkeys. Next one is wisdom of teeth. They are specially present of back from our mouth from here. And next tailbone, and these already present in our body from here. And the specially what they are given for the cookies. They are also asking for the fill in the blanks. And this is a vestigial organ. Okay. Next proof is a paleontological evidence. Now here paleontological evidence is a very important topic in that of proofness here. The first, observe these pictures. These are given specially form of they are given layers of here the paleontological era. Okay, so first one, and this is the fossils of pictures. Okay, some fossils already given in that of your textbook also and here also. So the large number of organisms get buried. Buried means they are deeply inside on the especially in the earth. Okay, and due to disasters like which one the disasters like earthquake, volcano, okay, tsunami, flood, this. So like flood, earthquake, volcano, etc. Okay, and the remnants is left over the parts, and the impressions of such organisms remain preserved underground. Means these organisms directly preserves underground. Okay, and these are the called as the fossils. These are also very important definitions. So I again explain. In that of the specially proof, the given importance about large number of organisms get buried due to the disasters. Okay, which were the disaster? Earthquake. You have to give some examples also. Special volcano, flood, and these remnants and impressions are such organisms remains to preserve underground, directly in the underground, and these are the called as the fossils. And study of this fossil as a very important aspect of study of evolution, because this is also study of very important for a evaluation of process. And next one, this paleontology is the study of this history of life of Earth. They are specially given the history about this of the fossils of here. They are based on the fossils, and this is also very important proof. They are specially given importance about the fossils here. Next is a carbon dating. Okay. Now here first carbon, this element present in all living organisms here. So first one, and this is a very important topic. Carbon consumption of animals and plants stop after death and since then. Okay. When death occur in any of the organisms, that time stop the growth of carbons also. But in case the only the decaying of the process of carbon means C14 and C12. This is the two main isotopes of carbon element here, and this C14 occurs continuously. Means the C14 carbons is decayed continuously in that of organism. But in case of dead bodies of plants and animals, instead of remaining constant, means in that of the carbon is constant, but in especially in a carbon form of carbon C14 and C12, in which C14 is a decaying of process and C12 is a non-decaying, is a non-radioactive form of process of here. Okay, and this time pass since the death of plants or animals can be calculated. Means with the help of this method we calculate the age of these organisms. So that's why it's very important. This is a very important topic. And here C14 and the ratio means the ratio of C14 and C12 they are present in their body. And here, and this called as a carbon dating method. I again explain this method. Carbon consumption of animals and plants stop after the death. Since then only the decaying process of carbon 14 means in which carbons play the vital role, because carbon present in each and every living organism after the death of the carbon 14 occurs continuously, because they are the decaying process of here. But carbon 12 also is an isotope, so there is a non-radioactive. But with the help of their ratios, carbon 12 and carbon 14, with the help of their ratios we can calculate and measuring the radioactivity of carbon 14 and ratio of carbon 14 to 12 the present in their body, and this is a carbon dating method. Okay, and this method especially it is used in paleontology and the anthropology for determining the age of human fossils and the manuscripts. Means in that of the process of paleontological, the fossils, how many decaying from them, the process of long year especially buried in the earth, that time we can easily, means on that of the time of animals, organisms, we can easily calculate with the help of this method. And once the age of fossils been determined by such technique, and it becomes easy to reduce of the information about other erstwhile means old of the organisms. Okay, and it seems that vertebrates have been also slowly originate from the invertebrates. Means with the help of this it can simply be we can call it as with the help of this process we can calculate their age, especially from those of the animals forming. Okay, next is the connecting links. Now first observe these pictures here. The first one is duckbill polypterus, lungfish, and peripatus. Now you all of you know about the classification of animals in which they are given the phylums of groups. Okay, so here these animals to follow by the two groups of phylums. They connect between two form of here. That's why they are called as the connecting. Okay, so first one, some plants and animals show the some morphological characters by which they can be related to different groups. They are related to be different groups. For example, these one animals to connect by reptile group also. Okay, then Annelida group also, and the amphibians means Annelida from arthropods groups also. That's why connect by the two different groups, and hence they are called as the connecting links. Okay, and given any one of the example also, because this lungfish, they are specially respiration for the lungs of here. Okay, then peripatus, they are form of the reptile form of here, means they are followed by the different types of phylums groups. Next one. Next topic is Darwin's theory and natural selection. Okay, first, this topic is also very important because in that the scientist, the name of Darwin's, in 1859, the Charles Darwin set out of his theory of evolutions by natural selection as an explanation for adaptation and speciations. They are specially adopt the some speciations. Speciations means the main mineral part of each and every organisms. Okay, like plant and animal form of here, and he defined the natural selection as the principle by which each slight variations of trait it's useful and preserve. Means see this picture here. Our journey start from the especially as a animal, like as a monkey form of here. Okay, example of monkey. Now next one is what is exactly main process of here. First I explain about a scientist, the Charles Robert Darwin. They are given the period of 1809 to 1882. This English biologist proposed that the theory of evolution, he showed that all the species of living organisms have been gradually evolved. Each and every living organism species, it's a evolve, means changes. They are occurring by the changes here. In that of here, and over the period of thousands of years from the common ancestors, means they are copied specially basic information from their ancestors here. And he proposed that the principle of natural selection is responsible for this evolution. Means the main basic evolution process it depends upon the nature of the selection. Now see this theory. Now here they given importance about that Darwin's theory. The Charles Darwin had collected innumerable specimens of plants and animals, and depending upon the observation of those specimens, he published that the theory of natural selection. Means here the main basic theory depend upon the natural selection of here. I explain what is exactly, and especially the budget the survival of the fittest. Means the main word of here fittest. Those organisms who fit in this environment, they can live as a continuously, and those organisms not fit in this environment, they can die. Okay, this is the main theory of basic theory of Darwin's here. So in that of topic, the Darwins had published a book that's special title as Origin of Species. Means our natural selection, the start from our species, the main part of living organisms. And while they explaining the concepts, exactly what I say the Darwins here, the Darwin says that all the organisms reproduce prolifically, and all the organisms complete with each other in a life of specially threatening manner. Means each and every organisms to complete their life. Okay, but in these special competitions, only those organisms sustain which show the modification essential for winning this competition. Those organisms so specially sustain and to live as a continuous in this environment. They are especially given the competition about they are especially fight and the competition competition given about the how to live especially in this environment. They can fit in this environment, so definitely they can continue survive. And the important role, because the nature specially selects, the nature selects only those organisms which are fit to live. This is the main line of here. Okay, those organisms specially fit in this environment, they can continue. Okay, they can continue survive, and they fight any one of the like any of the situation also, like any of the disasters. Okay, and the sustaining and selected organisms can perform the reproduction, because reproduction is the main characteristic of living organisms, and Thereby, they give rise to the new species with their own specific characters, and this Darwin theory of natural selection was widely accepted for a long duration. That's why this theory accepted by the here, but some of taken by the objection also. But in that of the main part of here, only fittest organisms can continue survive in this environment. So some objections given here. However, some objections were raised against the theory, and some of the main objections are the natural selection is not only the factor responsible for evolution. Evolutions, especially process of evolution, natural selection is not a factor to specially responsible to any other of here. Second one is Darwin did not mention the explanation about which one are the useful, which one are the especially useless of organs. They are not explained here. Next one, there is no explanation about slow changes and abrupt changes. They are not given exactly which one the changes of the slow of the and fast of the changes required in that of the here. Okay, and irrespective of all these objections, Darwin's work One Evolution has been the milestone. The main part of Darwin's theory, first, only those of persons to continue in this environment, they can be specially fit. Okay, and here they are given some objection. Natural selection is not responsible for the evolution process. Then useful, harmful organisms, which are the useful and useful and useless. They are not a given explanation of here. And next one is not a given explanation about the changes and abrupt changes. Means how to form of slow and higher form of changes. They are not a given exactly explanation about theory. So only they given importance about fit organisms can continue in this environment. So I given revision again this topic. So in this topic, first we will learn more about evolution process of here. Evolution is a gradual change occur in living organism, and it's a very slow of the process, taken many of the years, but in which process the how to form of changes required with the help of transcription, translation, translocation process, because to form a protein molecule, and with the help of these protein molecules some changes and functions required in living organisms. So this changes is evolution. Okay, but these evolutions to form of the evidence with the help of the proof. The first proof is morphological here. Morphological is the external study of organisms, because when we study about this morphological evidence, so in which they given some pictures about animals and the plants of here. So these organisms follow by the similarities from the ancestors. So this is a morphological evidence. Second one is a anatomical. Okay, this is the internal study of organisms. So in which some of animals, especially the similarity form in their jointness and bone of here, especially joints and bones of here, and they are also form the similarities from the ancestors. Okay, next one is proof in the name of the vestigial organ. Some vestigial organs to form in our living organism, form in our body, and these organs sometimes useful in animal form also, and sometimes in human form also. But especially we can take out the example of the appendix. They are specially present. They show the here the how to form of this outgrowth path, especially with the help of intestine to form of here. So in which the main of the appendix, coccyx, especially the tailbone, and the wisdom of teeth, then ear, external, they are especially useful for the monkeys. Means these one organs useful in animals and sometimes in men, means especially humans also. Okay, next is a paleontological evidence. So in which main we are studying about the fossils here, and this especially form of the especially some organisms with the help of disasters like earthquake, volcano, tsunami. In that of the case, some organisms directly buried in the earth. Okay, so these are fossils. And next one is a carbon dating method, in which with the help of isotopes C14 and C12, in that especially they are given the ratio, and with the help of this ratio we can calculate the age of these fossils, and this process called as a carbon dating, because carbon is present each and every living organisms. Okay, and after the death of they are stop the dating process, but only the carbon 14 is decayed. Okay, but carbon 12 is not a decaying process. That's why both of the ratio is important to form of carbon dating method. Next one is the connecting links. So in which in this process especially the some organisms they are followed by the two different phylums groups also. For example, they are followed by the reptile group also, Annelida, Arthropoda groups also, and that's why they connect with each other. So that's why they are called as the connecting links of the organism. Next one is the embryological evidence. In that, especially the initial stage, it's same is especially same in all of the organisms. Means they are followed by the embryos initial stage of the especially from the ancestor, and this is a common origin for each and every organisms. Okay. Next one, Darwin's theory. Darwin's theory given the importance about especially here those animals fit in this environment. They especially continue their life again and again, and any one of the not fit in this environment, so they can die also. Okay. So this is the main theory of Darwin's. Okay. Thank you.